Well guys, on the last video, if you guys watched that video, we went throughout the whole entire car to figure out the backstory of this car. We pulled all the coil packs out, we went through it, drained all the fluids out of the engine oil, the gearbox, the transmission, looking for any water sign intrusions or contamination, and we didn't find nothing. Everything looked clean and everything checked the box. So this is looking more promising. It's looking one step closer to getting this car started. We went throughout the whole car. We even got the intercooler disconnected, no water, any signs of traces. We went ahead and bumped the starter and turned over the engine manually as well. We pulled the plugs out of the car. We got brand new plugs for it. We've already had them out. They were kind of a pain to get in. Might as well just do them while we're in there, even though the car only has 6,000 miles. Went ahead, changed everything out, and finally put it back together and got the wife here to hopefully see if this car starts. Now you guys will see if this car starts, if it has electrical issues, what we are going to be having to deal with. Go ahead. It starts! Woo! Dang! What do you think?
I mean, I want to like rev it in here.
I know, we just gotta check everything real quick.
Back together on it first.
Yeah, you want? Should he look underneath the car real quick? See if there's anything that leaking or it hasn't been started in a while.
Water leaks, nothing yet.
All right, so that's good. Well,
Oh my God!
no water even came out of the exhaust.
You started right up, no issues.
Nice. All right, go ahead and start it again. All right, good. What do you think?
Runs awesome.
So it's going up and down because the intake boots are disconnected and all that, so it's probably messing with the math.
Is that what was made it seem like it was about to shut off?
But it starts.
It has no idea how much air is going to it.
Oh man, let's go ahead and connect this and see if we can get this thing to idle.
Might want to air this out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll open up the doors. All right, so this thing was running rich, and that's why I was idling up and down. And then George made a discovery here.
So you got your air intake sensor right here. So the mass airflow, and obviously your throttle body's right here, so it has no idea how much air is going to it, so it's just dumping fuel in there, trying to compensate for, it thinks it's running out of air and dying.
Hence why it's running rich.
Yeah.
Sweet, so let's go ahead and connect this, and then should we connect the lower intercooler pipes too? Because I didn't see any water coming out of them.
Let's give it a go, yeah.
Sweet, we'll connect everything and see how this idles.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's do it. All right, so we got everything connected. Both intercooler pipes are on. The intake hoses are connected. George did the lower, I did the upper.
Yeah, I'm dizzy.
All right, let it rip, babe. Let's let it run right now, and we're gonna check to see if it gets up the temperature. Here we go. Let's see if it goes into gear.
Yeah, let's find out. Oh boy. Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh man, this thing's so dirty right now. I can't wait to wash this thing in the morning.
It's gonna be sweet.
Oh my goodness. It drives, it goes into first gear. There's a wire that's dragging there, so we're gonna zip tie that real quick. It's for the rear diffuser. So let's go ahead and do it, yeah?
Get her done.
Let's get her.
You want to put it on the insurance real quick?
Sounds awesome. See if it goes in reverse. Oh, it goes in reverse too.
All right, so we got the car in the shop, nose in this time.
Flipped around.
We don't have any of the under tray or any of the shields installed. As you know, we did change the oil on it and we checked all the fluids to make sure they're all good. Went through it all. So now we're gonna make sure the oil level is perfect. So let's go ahead and warm it up, get it up to temp, and it's a dry sump engine, and check to make sure the oil level's correct. Go ahead and fire it up.
All right.
Let's see if she fires up this time.
Oh, I think she will. Hopefully.
This thing never had water inside of it, man.
Awesome.
Is that what you think?
Never had water in it.
That's what I
Not even
thought.
Interior. It's not even wet in here.
No, it's clean. Go ahead. Whoa! Wow, this thing sounds good. You can hear the turbo just whistling.
That sounds so good.
All right, so let's get this thing up to temp. Once it gets up to temp, we'll show you guys how to do this. All right, we're at temperature at 170. Everything's good to go. The only light we have on is a TPMS light, and that is it. Everything else is going good. And the TPMS light's probably because one of the tires, I think it's that one, is low on air a little bit. So let's go ahead and check the fluid level.
Gotta take it, wipe it off, stick it back in there.
Where are we at?
Looking like
We're right there on the
right in
money.
the center, pretty much. We're right around there.
Wipe it down one more time. Let's double check. Oil looks good too.
Yeah.
There's no water. There was no water when we drained it, so it was kind of a waste of an oil change. But still,
Oh well, it was worth the risk.
it's cheap insurance to just drain all the fluids.
Yeah. No, we're actually like right around there.
Nice. So we are golden. Look at that oil. It's clean. Woo. Beautiful. Alrighty, so we got the Ferrari parked out here. We got my wife out here since it's gonna be her car. She's gonna go ahead. Well, it's our car, but technically this is for you.
My dream car.
Exactly. So you're gonna have the honors to go ahead and rinse this thing off. First of all, let's walk around this thing. Look how dusty this is just from sitting on the yard, from all the gravel and the trucks going back and forth. So let's go ahead and give this thing a proper cleaning. You ready?
Do it.
Go ahead. Well, guys, we got the car inside. We got it all washed. Take a look at how this car looks. It is beautiful. The car is pearl white. Everything is PPF'd on it. The whole entire car is beautiful, mint. I'm very happy with this purchase. And take a look at this. Just for reference, this Mercedes is also pearl white. It's the AMG GT that we did and built. I actually painted this car, and everything on this car is also pearl white, and I had to paint that. It was tough. This pearl white is just crazy. It just hits differently. There's so much pearl on this car. It makes this thing look beautiful, especially outside in the sun. Now, I wanted to go ahead and take everything all apart on this car. We had our buddy George come over, who you guys know has helped us on many rebuilds on almost all these cars, in our bow and everything else. And he's also an insurance adjuster at a body shop. So that's what he does for a living. And he does this. He's the one that totals out cars, checks them, and makes sure and goes through them. And he said that he doesn't think any water was inside this car or any traces that would cause any serious damage. Like, it must have been very low because there was no water in the engine, no water in the fluids, no water even like in the seats or anything. The car started, the carpets were completely dry. I just wanted, just for the peace of mind, to take everything apart on the carpets, pull the seats out, look at everything, all the connectors, everything, to make sure we don't have any corrosion or nothing in the future, because that's one of the things with flood cars. You want to make sure like everything is done properly, and I want to just do it for my peace of mind because this is a car that is a really nice car and I want to make sure everything is done properly. So I went ahead and took apart all the seats and everything on this car and wanted to make sure I checked every connector on it. You know, the cool thing with flood cars is the structural was never damaged. So on salvage title cars, you have a maybe structural or, you know, it was in an accident and stuff. This car is literally like a clean title almost. The car's never been wrecked. It'll drive the same as long as A, the water level was low, and we think this one is, and B, if there's any corrosion, you replace all the wiring harnesses and modules and everything else to make sure everything is good. Now, this is what I want to make sure is good, because a lot of places you go to will tell you, oh, flood is not that big of a deal. It's not a big deal if it's freshwater. Saltwater is a different story, and this one was a freshwater. But we went ahead and pulled every carpet out, the seats out, and I checked every connector. I'm going to show you guys right now. Look at this. Look underneath this carpet. It still has the factory writing on the carpet. No water, nothing at all. I pulled out every one of these connectors clean, no corrosion. This is the main harness that runs from the top to the bottom. Clean connector. You guys see this? Like, every connector on this car clean, no corrosion whatsoever. Modules, I pulled them all out. Everything is clean. Same with this main connector up here. Like, there's no signs of water being even in this car, and I'm super happy. I pulled off all the wiring on there. Along this backside, there's nothing that runs there. I'll show you guys on the other side when I get there. Seats off and looked at every single connector as well on the bottom. This is the lowest part of the car. All the connectors on the seats, beautiful. Look at this. No corrosion whatsoever. I went ahead, did this side. Look at this. All the white stuff, that's your insulation. The carpets are like brand new. Nothing's wet. Nothing's water in there. And then you got your main box, which this is the one box that sits down here. It sits about like right here, about 4 to 5 inches off the ground. And on the floorboard, if this was a Mercedes, I would never buy it. Well, I would, but you got to replace a lot of modules, because on Mercedes, they put all the amplifiers, the modules, and everything on the floorboard. Ferrari, on the other hand, it's basically aluminum floor. That's it. Along this back side, this is the highest side, probably about a foot up here in the backrest. There is no modules either. I'm going to lift this up. Take a look. It is clean under there. No modules at all. Wiring harnesses here. Also very clean. Look at those connectors. Same with this one. Clean. No corrosion. Nothing. Let me get in there a little bit more. Look at this. Clean. Nothing at all. I unplugged everything to make sure everything is good. And then I also took apart this module that I was showing you guys. Let's show you guys what the inside of this thing looks like. Look at those connectors. Clean connectors, both sides, no corrosion, and that sits on the bottom. Same with the board. Everything looks good. I opened it up. We go through them, make sure everything looks good. This car is literally in really good shape. I don't think any water got inside of this car at all. Well, guys, the time has come. Everything looks like it's functional. Everything looks like it's working. Everything checks out. So we're going to take this thing out for our first official test drive on the road. We got the Ferrari key right here. Let's hop on in and go for a cruise. We are going for our first official test drive on the road. I mean, I went up and down this driveway before, as you guys saw, but we've never gotten it up to speed, and we've never actually gotten this thing, I guess, everything up to temperature on the road as it's supposed to be driving. So, no lights on the dash. Let's see what happens. So we are touching the pavement for the first time. Let's see, front lift. The lift is moving up. Nice. So nice to have that. All right. What is that?
What's that?
Oh, no idea.